The city of Maple Grove has started to weigh its options on what the future will look like for its most widely used facility. The Maple Grove Community Center brings in more than 700,000 visitors annually through its doors. Now planning is underway to significantly expand the facility, which includes the city's ice arena. An architect will present preliminary cost options to the City Council and Park Board this week. An initial proposal includes expanded pool, fitness and event space. Other options could include a third sheet of ice, a theater addition, and a standalone curling center modeled after the one down in Chaska. A major factor in the project will be the cost, though, currently projected at $113 million, and that's without the ice sheet, theater, and curling center. The project could involve acquiring the neighboring Lifetime fitness space. A community survey revealed interest in expanding the community center. Maple Grove's population has increased by 23,000 people since it opened in 1997. The city of Maple Grove is mourning the passing of a longtime public servant.
Former Mayor Bob Burlingame.
Bob Burlingame served the city for more than 40 years. He was a longtime parade MC in Maple Grove. He started as a police officer in 1962 and then became the chief of police from 1967 to 1992. He served as mayor of Maple Grove from 1995 to 2001. Burlingame passed away due to complications related to diabetes on April 29th. He was 93. And Robbinsdale residents are remembering a business owner who helped bring economic vitality to the city's downtown.
Every day is different. Every day has got a different challenge and you meet different people.
Dale Runke, who ran Coast to Coast, then Ace Hardware for more than 40 years, has died. Runke passed away last week at the age of 72. We interviewed some of his employees when he retired back in 2017.
He was very, very public-centered, and as he said, that's the one thing that separates us from bigger stores.
That's Dale. He wants us to be a friendly family sort of place.
Runke's family asked for donations to be made to Prism in lieu of flowers. Crystal is in the process of revamping some of its parks, and residents could not be more excited about it. A Hennepin County Youth Sports Grant helped fund some of the improvements at Valley Place Park on 32nd Avenue. There will be a new play area, accessibility improvements to the restrooms, and a trail connection between the parking lot, building, and play area.
Fresh equipment. The old equipment some of it was broken. It was blocked off so the kids couldn't play on it. So it's nice to just get an update. And we've been here for 20 plus years too, so it's nice.
The neighborhood park, Yonkers Park on 31st Avenue, will also get an updated play area this summer. Bass Lake Park is also on the list for improvements this year. Meanwhile, progress continues in Robbinsdale at the site of the city's future water treatment plant. On Monday, there was another round of underground blasting for a new well. Contractors are drilling to a depth of about 300 feet below ground. Once two new wells become operational, the city's two existing wells located downtown will be discontinued. Construction on the water treatment plant started last year. Once complete, the new plant will provide more efficient water production and soften water to Robbinsdale residents. West Lutheran High School in Plymouth had 2 nominations for Standout Student this week, and for good reason. Neil Persley has more in today's Standout Student Report.
Corinne and Jenna Charlson are standout students at West Lutheran High School. And yes, they're twins.
We're very similar. We're not identical though. She's the youngest. We are very similar to each other. I'm 2 minutes older than her.
Let's talk about them individually because they are two different people.
Ashley Jensen is a science instructor and has known the girls since before they were freshmen at West.
Right from a young age, I learned the work ethic and just the smiles they bring to everything. They literally are the happiest two people ever.
Happy and hardworking, they each have a 4.0 or better GPA and participated in basketball, track, soccer, and theater during their time at West Lutheran. In the Little Mermaid Spring Musical this year, Jenna is a Mer sister, while Corinne has the lead as Ariel.
Out of the sea. With Corinne as being Ariel, that's been really fun to cheer her on.
And then in the classroom, they're amazing, and they just are those students that make you love teaching.
I would say my strengths would be English and writing, and Jenna is more math,
smarts.
Corinne will be pursuing the field of psychology. As for Jenna,
I've always known that I wanted to be in the medical field.
she'll be pursuing nursing at Luther College in Decorah, Iowa.
With nursing, I'll be able to have a broad range of what I can do with that.
Both sisters have enjoyed being in a Christian school, teaching with a biblical worldview.
Being in a Christian community throughout 4 years and just having friends who share the same faith.
In a lot of our classes, especially anatomy and physiology, our teacher does a really good job of bringing God into the picture.
What about being apart for college?
As we have gone through high school, we've started to become like our own individuals.
Distance will be definitely hard, and that will be the biggest challenge going away to college, but we are so close and we are best friends.
In Plymouth, Neil Persley, CCX News.
And finally, this segment, anyone looking to spruce up their garden or home with some new plants have an opportunity to do that this week at Champlin Park High School. Champlin Park is hosting its annual plant sale. From Tuesday through Thursday, people can browse through a wide variety of flowers, veggies, herbs, and other plants. Each of the items were grown by students in the high school's greenhouse management class. Customers are asked to bring their own boxes and pay by cash or check. For a full list of plants and hours, you can check out our website at ccxmedia.org.
The Wayzata baseball team lost to St. Louis Park on Saturday, the Trojans' first loss of the season after 8 wins. In this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, we meet a Trojans ball player and multi-sport athlete who always seems to be in the middle of the action. Drew Berkland is a competitor. For the 3-sport athlete from Wayzata, it's always game on.
No matter what it is, I'll go compete. And the 3 sports that I do play, I've been playing for a long time, playing pretty competitively, like what I love to do, and it's been a lot of fun.
He just loves the big stage. I mean, it doesn't matter what he's doing. Any sport, you could be playing a board game, and I have the feeling he'd do whatever he could to beat you. So he and I have talked a lot about just his competitive side and letting that out. And anytime we have a big game, he plays his best.
Like all but one of his baseball teammates, Drew is a first-year varsity ball player. And he is just the second junior under head coach Bobby DeWitt to be voted a team captain.
He certainly has benefited from playing varsity high school in other sports, and so he's able to bring that competitiveness, he's able to bring that knowledge of playing in stressful situations, and he's a guy that you never see emotionally out of control. He's very stable, very on top of his mental game, and I think a lot of guys are learning from that.
As a sophomore in football, Drew was a starting defensive back for the state Class 6A champion Trojans.
This is going to be 6 points for Wayzata.
He learned a lot from that year's senior class.
More than just playing, it helped me a lot with seeing what good leaders looked like. From top down, that senior class, those leaders were really good. That senior class had a lot of really good leaders. It wasn't just the captain, it was everyone accepting the role, and that was really big for me to see as a sophomore growing up and kind of carrying that culture and that legacy to Wayzata, I mean, for the years to come.
Just last month, Drew won another championship medal as a key part of Wayzata's state Class 4A title-winning basketball team.
Boy, he's just a one-man wrecking crew.
Berkland averaged 18 points in the Trojans' last 2 wins, including hitting 8 out of 12 three-pointers.
Playoff Drew, he played super well. I mean, he's a kid that loves a big stage, and I mean, at the Target Center, he played super good, so he helped us definitely.
The whole year was a progression for me shooting-wise. I mean, I got back from football and baseball before that, and kind of picked up a basketball and started going. I mean, towards the end of the season, I really found my rhythm, found my groove, and kind of really accepted my role on the team as I played good defense and scored when I needed to.
Back to baseball, where Berkland is part of a top 10 Wayzata team, a club loaded with talent.
Going to a school like Wayzata, you're going to obviously have a couple guys that can really play, and just to be around some top guys in the state like Nick and a couple other guys that are going on to play college baseball, and some that aren't, that are just really good high school varsity baseball players. I mean, just being around them just makes everyone better.
He's played for the North Star Club baseball team the past few years, competing in tournaments both in Minnesota and around the country. A connection to North Star helped spur his decision to commit to play college baseball in 2 years at the University of Minnesota.
The U of M pitching coach actually coached me for my club team through North Star and built a good relationship with him, so I felt like a really good connection with that coaching staff, and also close to home. Family's everything to me. I mean, I got 2 younger brothers, close with all my family, my parents, my grandparents, and just for them to be able to watch me play is just all I could ask for.
He just has those tangibles that are really special that separate him. Knowledge of the game, anticipation of the next play. He's rarely caught off guard. He's prepared in every situation, and that's tough to teach because it's a special innate quality that some guys have and some guys don't.
Though baseball is his sport of choice for college, don't ask Drew Berkland right now which of the 3 sports he plays at Wayzata is his favorite. He couldn't tell you. Or ask him to give up either football or basketball before graduation in 2022.
I can't just pick one. I mean, I picked one after high school, but for me, it's just really playing them all while you can. I mean, I'm still a high schooler. I'm still out here having fun with my best friends. So I'm going to play all 3 all the way through. That's the way I love doing it. I'm going to see how many state championships we can get, represent Wayzata in the right way.
For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm John Jacobson.